What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Space Hulk Deathwing. My name is Splattercat. Very, very happy to have you here today as we hang out. Man, my studio crashed this week, and that has just been terrifying, honestly.
Mission received. The ship will open fire once you've evacuated the area.
Oh, shit, we got to evacuate. Okay, well, then let's run our asses off. The faster we get to that evacuation area, the better this goes for us. I do wish you could hack the turrets and make them auto-fire on enemies without you having to pilot them. I realize that that might be a little powerful, but with the way that the enemy aimbots, and they aim really, really well, like in all seriousness, oh, that's not good. That's a lot of foes. Here, let me help you with that. Let me assist. No more enemies. That move is far and away the best move, like, in the game. It's really, really good. Can I go through here? Oh, I've got to hack it. Okay, I can hack this. I actually open sesame. Open zucchini. Oh my god, there are so many enemies back here. Alright, let me lay down some DACA to help the brothers out. The Battle Brothers. I will assist you with my super awesome machine gun fire. Let us escape from this horrid place, brothers. Let us leave so that we may open fire. Why the fire is closed, I don't know. But we could totally... There you go, there you go. It's closed and it's blocked. We're sealed in. There's only one Xeno on board with us. Huzzah, we made it off the ship. Hell yeah, I don't know how long the storyline goes in this game, in all fairness. Oh, things are happening. Is that wall heating up right there? Shit. I don't know what they did, but the walls are boiling right now. Look at that shit. That does not inspire confidence. Just a big old plate of metal in between you and the abyss. Ooh. Oh, really? I got perfect points, huh? What is that? It's a boot? The Lion's Atonement. Yeah, that's fine. I like boots. Boots are dope. They cost too much money, but they're sick. I've been wanting to get myself a pair of Doc Martens lately. I do want the thing that makes me tear open a hole in the warp. I want that really, really badly, so I'm going to go get it. What does that do? Psyker uses their mighty powers to break his enemies. See, that's not descriptive enough. Like, this one says, I tear the veil of reality. Reality's like, I'm off to my wedding, and I'm like, hell no, you aren't. RIP! What else can I do? We can push towards 10% more armor. We have been taking a lot more damage. I think this tree is actually really, really underwhelming. Like, it's okay. But, like, you got to get pretty deep into this tree before you start to get the good stuff. Whereas with the other two trees, they've got things where if you just dip a little bit, you get the good stuff, like, early. So you might as well dip.
We learned something terrible from the Tech Marines when they examined this second swarm of enemy. The conservation store had not been the only place that held our gene seed. The Xenos themselves had taken it into their bodies, corrupting it with their own alien gene code. Their brood lair aboard Caliban's will had been created in defense of the source of their lifeblood, the Dark Angel gene seed contained in the vault. This brood of gene stealers had to be prevented from reuniting with the Tyranid fleet, lest our heritage be turned into some fresh abomination. We could not let that which our Creator made for the defense of mankind be turned against his faithful people. Though hybrid Xenos attempted to launch savior pods containing their alien kin, we cut off the pod deployment and kept safe the blood heritage of Caliban.
Hell yeah, we did, man. We're the stuff. It's so hard for me to do my Space Marine voice without swearing. It's just natural. Like, for some reason, the thought of Space Marines, like, swearing is just funny to me. Like, just in casual conversation. For some reason, that juxtaposition, because they're all about duty and, like, honor and, like, knightly virtues, and then and also daily virtues. And for some reason, them swearing just makes me laugh. Apparently, it's mission time. Let's go.
We cannot be complacent. There may be other means for the gene stealers to depart the Olethros, even though they are currently trapped aboard. Scan data has shown a vast horde of Xenos awakening from countless lairs and hiding places across the Space Hulk. Bolt, blade, and flame will not be enough to hold back this rising tide of Xenos filth. To slow down the Gene Stealer progression, we must seal off the airlock and stop them from accessing the Caliban's will. In order to eradicate the threat, I have ordered the armory to release supplies of a mutagenic virus to unleash on the enemy, but it is unstable and must be precisely deployed. We will gather more data using small cyber-altered task units. While they infiltrate the environmental systems and physical layout of the Space Hulk, the Deathwing will engage the enemy to allow the recon to take place. When the cats have completed their task, their machine spirits will guide them back to our lines.
Meow. Relic, what have you for me? Oh yeah, he's starting to look like a big boy now. He's starting to look like an actual completed individual. Except that he's missing purity seals, he's missing some gauntlets, and he's missing a number of other things, but he was obviously a psyker because he's got a psychic hood. He's also got a backpack that does something similar, so... Okay, cool stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. It put the scabbard on the sword, the scabbard that we recovered. On that one, I think we got the chest piece, we got the scabbard, we got a pauldron, and we got some other stuff too. What do I want to... You know, I'm going to stick with this gun for right now. I'm pretty happy with this gun, but then I almost forgot. I got to re-equip all my other guys too. I got to put my abilities back on because for some reason they... I don't know. For some reason they... Actually, I guess I could... They reset every single mission, but yeah, I could probably go... Instead of chain lightning, I could probably go spontaneous combustion right there, even though the cooldown is really, really long. I don't feel like smite is that good of an ability. Like, sometimes it holds it down, and then other times it's just like, you have failed me. Oh, I can give him a... Really? I can give that to him too, but he can't have Narthesium if he does it that way. And Narthesium is sort of the lifeblood of me surviving my mission, so you know what? Let's say yay to the Narthesium, shall we? Into this weird blue growing portal, brothers. Surely nothing bad ever happens.
Seal off the Caliban's will and prevent further incursions.
Why can't we just nuke this thing from orbit? Can't we just hit this thing with like a couple of lance batteries and just like knock it out of the sky? We already recovered the thing we wanted to recover, so... Forgive me if I'm being like extra heretical or whatever, but I don't know why we're trying so hard to keep this thing together. Just blow the damn thing up. Now, obviously that might be easier said than done, but I'm a big fan for any type of explosion. If it explodes, I'm usually pretty happy. We're blocked over here. Alright. Get out of the way. Let's have a look at our map. So we've got Deck 702. God. So if you don't know what a Space Hulk is, I probably should have explained this earlier on in the series, but there are ships that are lost in the warp like all the time. Like, it's actually a pretty good chance your ship will be lost in the warp anytime you go off like one of the really, really well-charted warp paths. So ships get lost in the warp, and then based on their latent psychic energies and all the crazy shit that happens, they get like melded together with other ships that are floating through the warp, like derelicts, and you end up with these ships that are basically giant Titan welded hulks that somebody's got to sift through and figure out if they're safe or not whenever they re-enter the materium from the immaterium. Oh, there are a shit ton of turrets down there. Hold on, give me a second. They look to be disabled, though. If they open fire, I will most assuredly dive inside one of these little rooms. Okay, so that's obviously a place we're going to get hit from. I should have left that sealed. There we go. There's still one left over here. Waiting on his ass. And the service will be poor. No tip for me. However, no survival for you, so I think I can accept that. This absolutely looks like another embarkation point for our Xeno friends. Mind the holes. The booty holes of the ship through which crawl the space nasties. The gribblies of the dark. Oh, we got a relic over here. Yeah. I gotta put my headphones on because they actually make a little whispery noise whenever they're nearby. And that can help indicate for you. Oh, cool. That's a major relic. I forget what that's called. A halo, I think is what it's called. As I remember, some of them are capable of projecting shields and stuff like... Bad timing. Some of them are capable of projecting... Oh, he's on my side. I was really hoping he would be on the enemy side. Alright, well I ain't picking up nothing now, so let's keep on trucking. Yeah, I don't normally play with my headphones on when I play a game like this. I might keep it over like one ear because you got to be able to hear how your voice sounds when you're recording. Just to make sure that, you know, you don't sound like you have a cold, you're not being too nasally or anything like that, you're projecting properly. I'm always surprised how high-pitched my voice comes across on the interwebs. Like, I do my best to touch it up and make it sound good, but my voice is just naturally higher than some other men's. I always thought that I had kind of a manly voice, but no. You start listening to yourself a lot. I can't stand my own recordings. That's one of the big things for me. Like, I can't listen to my own audio or my own recordings. I'm like, this guy sounds like an asshole. Why would anybody listen to this guy? Kittybot, no! I will save you, Kittybot. My life for the Kittybot. Oh, well, that didn't work out. I still haven't used the warp veil ability yet either, which I'm a little bit curious about. So we're inside this room. This is a prey chamber. I guess there's no real question as to what this room is for. As soon as the shooting stops, I hear the sound of a possible relic. I heard whispering. Yeah, it seems like as good a time as any. That was amazing. Just a goo ball of flesh. Does it ever... Oh, the worst times to jam a weapon, I swear. I need this to be sealed off like... a long, long time ago. Give me some narthecium. I'm gonna burn them out real quick. Let's close that down. We'll block this so that they can't get back through. There, perfect. Yeah, I definitely hear that whispering effect that you get whenever there's a relic nearby. Nice shot. Oh, you gave yourself away. You made a mistake. Sounds like it's back. Sounds like it's back this way, I think. Yeah. There it is. You could hear it through the walls. I knew it was in the vicinity somewhere. What is that? Some kind of key, perhaps? Some kind of thing to make him look like he's got a royal edict. Let's unlock. Sounds like there's another one on our right somewhere. Trying to figure out if that breaks. Yeah. I'm unlocking a door, though. Oh, you guys are supposed to cover me. Come on. There's something here, and it's possibly up top, maybe? Yeah, it is. I think it's on top of whatever that is, and I don't know how we get up there, but we should probably figure it out. Otherwise, we shall be artifactless. If you hadn't made a sound, you would have got a hit off. Would have got a hit off if he just hadn't said anything. Just had to be talking that nid shit. Dude, that whacked him nice and easy. Ah, minor relic in here. Okay, I'll take it. Even if it doesn't add to our super cool dead guy we've been assembling over the course of the entire playthrough, I will accept it. Is there anywhere else everybody wants to explore? And there's lots of ship for us to look at here. We've got a data center over here. I don't think that that would be like a prime repository for loot, but we can go look. You guys got it in there? Lighting off plasma tanks all over the place. So with the data repository, it's going to be on our left up here. Bust through that bulkhead, and we'll make a bit of a search through this area. Behind me, Kittybot. Protect yourselves. This is not the place for a demure little mewling like yourself. Oof. I have been shot many, many times. Let's maybe fall back to a location that is not a giant bullet trap. Also, let's get me healed, because I'm the most important actor. I am the most important actor! Oh, wow, there were a lot of you little bastards in here. That should also give you a rough idea how big a Space Marine is. Those guys are like normal human size. Like, Space Marines are huge. They're like 10 foot tall. They have like 1,000 hearts. They basically can't be killed. Just get rid of that one. I don't have time to hack it. I don't hear the telltale sounds of a relic in this area. Yeah, I don't hear anything. I think. So what have I looked at? What have I not looked at? We've got the workshop over there, which is accessible through a left-hand gate. We've also got a number of dead endings right there, and that still takes us to our objective. I think that's probably what I'll lean towards for right now. Anything that gives me extra areas to explore and also puts me somewhat near to my objective sounds about right. We've already picked up 3 relics. There were supposed to be 6 on this map. There may be 3 to a side, although I don't think they would design it like that. That's a little overly obvious, I guess. Get that door out of the way. Let's keep trucking. Gotta activate a console in that room, but not before I check whatever this area is over here. Taste my mighty fire. It's cinnamon flavored. I go through in between missions. It's a little touch that I like to give my enemies, where I just I coat my bullets in delicious cinnamon. I don't think so, asshole. You dreaming. Dude, that warp fire ability is amazing. That one that just sucks enemies into the warp. It allows you to just eliminate foes along like a particular attack vector without any stress or any... Well, okay, there's a mess. I was going to say without stress and without a mess, but... Hey. Back up off me. Ooh, yeah. I got a mean left hook. Wait, is there a way to access that? Oh, there's a little stairwell down here. I didn't see that. Try to keep the minigun spun up before I go into these little engagements. Oh no. Shield me, brothers. My gun has jammed. It's in so much trouble right now. Oh my god. The heresy is so real. Would Space Marines really be concerned with heresy, though? I don't think they would. That's more the Inquisition's business. I think of the Space Marines as more only really giving a shit about just, like, kicking the hell out of everything that gets in the Imperium's way. Ah, there's a minor relic. Aha. I knew there was a reason to come over here, and now we have advanced the chapter and recovered sacred relics, which were lost long, long ago, brothers. Now then, we shall go and push the button as indicated at the location with the shiny thing, for unless it is shiny, I don't move my hiney. So don't get whiny, blimey. I'm not going to say blimey enough. I really feel like that's a word that I should work into the American lexicon a little bit more. Oh, those are cat bots. I thought the little white dots on my radar were sound waves for some reason from the enemy. Let's just keep moving. That boiler looks like it has eyeballs. It's a little terrifying, although it's got kind of like a Iron Giant look to it. Superman. See, now you're all sad, huh? Everybody gets sad whenever I reference that. Emotional manipulation in the digital medium. Oh, this room is a death trap. We also have...
Look out for the hole. I feel a psychic echo from a brood lord.
Oh no. I mean, I'm just gonna suck his ass into a vortex, so...
We have detected another brood lord. Exterminated immediately.
He can't do anything. I don't think it's entirely the worst plan I've ever had to Cygate out right now. Just to preserve myself a little while longer. What do you think supplies all the candles in the Imperium? Think there's like a central authority on that? Where they just have the ultimate call and they just get to decide? I would assume so. I mean, candle supply delivery. So we gotta destroy some controls. Oh, that's right. We gotta... Alright. Hold on. I got this. Not really controls so much as me destroying the chain that holds the door shut. Now we're trapped in here with a broodlord, though, and there appears to be a hell sphere over there.
I feel the presence of 3 hybrid psychers. The broodlord's mind obscured their presence before. It is likely another attempt by the brood to contact the Tyranid fleet. Eliminate them. We cannot pinpoint the location of the psychers. Find them, kill them, and take glory in their deaths.
Oh, I will, but in the next episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode. Uh-oh, things are happening. Apparently the Psychers are hanging out in a collection of garages. I will see you all next time. Hi, do everybody. Oh my god.
I cannot feel where they are.
I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for joining me. Hi, do. This is Deathwing.